Hello, vicarious mercenaries, proxy ninjas, and pop culture PhDs. Welcome to the Rec Room. Happy Friday's Eve and Thursday to you. We're back for another Throwdown Thursday, and yes, things have been kind of weird around here with the schedule. I'll explain that here in a bit, but we're gonna work on some more progress. Probably getting toward the tail end of some normal playthroughs here on Resident Evil. We've been working through with some Chris Redfield, so not sure how many we're going to do, but given our recent track record, we might be able to knock out the current one tonight, but we'll see. First things first, if you are new to the Rec Room, this is your virtual hangout for creative project updates, pop culture commentary, and deep dives into franchises that inspire any of the above. So yeah, I got a little bit more tonight than Tuesday. But yeah, also, yeah, I didn't do Wildcard Wednesday last night. That also part of a little bit longer discussion here. So yeah, we have not had a show since 2 days ago. But we did have Sheriff Hector back in action. Thanks for the show support over on Pilled. I think that's all we got for number updates. Creative-wise, it's been a long week, let's just put it that way. So I finally, as of today, got finished with my initial review of some things I'm trying to polish up for Ascendant Chaos. So I still got to do revisions. I don't know how long this is going to take because I'm also going to try to weave in the rebuilds I got to do for, what is it, Chapter 5 on our Patreon side. So I've got a mix of things. I don't know when that's going to be done, but either way, as long as I have it done by July, rolling into like the author sale that we have later in July, that's kind of like my tentative timeline, but I don't have an exact thing. It's just I want to be done with the reading as quickly as possible because when I go into reading mode, there's almost nothing else I can get done because it's usually almost a full day horizontal reading and marking things up with a pen. And I've had to average anywhere from 70 to 100 pages a day. And today was like an 80-page day to get the last bit done, minus the glossary at the tail end of it. So, on top of that, so this is not really, it doesn't fit into anything else, and I don't really get into health and wellness stuff all that much. It's not that I'm opposed to it, I just haven't really, it's not like really a thing I find much conversation in, but I did talk about this a few months ago, I think, so I'm trying to tackle the beast again of eliminating caffeine. So I'm at it again. The last time a few months ago, the soft drink manufacturer kept switching things up to artificial sweeteners, and unfortunately, what I didn't want to do is go back to energy drinks. The thing is, the only other option at that point was switching to one of the more well-known energy drinks, but of course, there's a high sugar content, and it's more expensive, of course. And without having an income, that's kind of problematic. So the thing is, I'm noticing some health things with I think it's the sugar content this time more so than the other chemicals and the artificial sweetener. I'm like, you know what? I finally got to stop this. So I'm going on about 48 plus hours, and I think the caffeine withdrawal hits about 36. Now, in past cases, it's just been like a headache or something. Usually it does not allow for passing without the use of Tylenol at least once or twice. And today, instead of being a headache, it was this quality experience of having the entire back of my head and my neck and the nerves there just like screaming for lack of caffeine intake. So yes, it did involve some Tylenol, but it made it very difficult. One of the reasons I bring it up is because of while trying to read, it's like concentration was absolutely unbearable. So I got through that. I'm hoping tomorrow is less of an issue, and as long as I don't have any breakdowns. See, the other catch sometimes is social things. I'll be like, why not? I'll just have one of those. But of course, anytime you mess that up, you're gonna open the floodgates for that problem all over again. So it's been an interesting couple days. So before I get back to some other things going on here, I guess the only thing I noticed pop culture-wise is that Ninja Gaiden Ragebound is going to get a physical release. Now, it's not being done by Limited Run Games this time, but they have both a regular and a deluxe, and I think it's slated for September. So I wonder, that game may be coming out before Ninja Gaiden 4, which I think was the one that got a release date just recently for October. So it's interesting that we get far more notification on some of these classic or retro-inspired games to get physical releases than the AAA counterparts or the present day stuff. So I still haven't seen anything for physical releases for Steel Seed or Deliver at All Costs. Now, granted, there was a delay with Steel Seed. Now, on Amazon, I'm finding like a UK release, but I'm not finding any US or NTSC releases. I don't even know if NTSC is even used as a standard anymore, but yeah, I'm not finding anything. So I don't know if there's a delay or if they're just scrapping the idea, but that does not bode well for this constant push for digital only forever. Um, so there's that. Yeah, not too much pop culture news. So yeah, let's talk about I guess what's going on here. And I don't want this to be like a heavy weight or anything. It's just I guess a declaration that schedule could be a little bit more irregular than it has in last few months. So I think what's going to happen. Got some soul searching going on because yeah, I took off last week. And I know that was in part burnout. There was a few factors which I mentioned earlier in the week, but I don't know what's going on in terms of if the burnout is lingering, if I need to reprioritize projects, or something else altogether. Because I've been at this for 2 years, and then I guess just to reflect on why I started the Rec Room in part was because I had a long time career go poof. And I'm like, okay, well, I know it's time to start working on some creative ventures. Streaming was one of the first ones that came to mind, and obviously one of the few that has lasted. And, the intent was not only to do creative outlet, but also to do something I enjoy, because I, enjoyed gaming and I enjoyed the creativity, the creating the stuff, doing the commentary. And of course, the hope was that there may have been some monetization. Now, I've not promoted that as being the only reason, but I mean, there was a hope that something would start to happen. But I think over the last few months, there's been a little bit of optimism on my part that maybe we could get Twitch across the finish line. And with them releasing their latest numbers, or at least their access to the affiliate program, the 1 out of 4 they're still struggling with before the cut is still going to be the same. And I'm like, it's kind of like a buzzkill. And it's just that as a whole, I'm just looking at, I don't know what I can do any better to make anything that I'm doing here more appealing, more entertaining. I have thrown everything I can at this, and it's not to say that there isn't more of an audience out there, and maybe you're just fighting against the other stuff that's in the interweb space and all the other competition for other streamers out there. But if that's the case, it's just going to be a much longer time, and if there is a much longer time, then I may still need to throw more of my time at getting the next book in the Firewall Protocol saga done. So I'm not sure how I'm going to juggle my time, because I've tried, I kid you not, everything. I've tried, current console content, trying different content, trying to do the social thing, trying to be on at different times of the day, try to maintain schedule for the same time of day, trying to do multi-platform. I've tried everything. And, I think if anything, to watch things not only plateau but kind of decline a bit, I just think it might be time to just move things around. Now, do I want to stop? No. And, and there's streaming's been around long enough that there's been those dramatic people like, well, you need to start hanging out more if you don't want me to disappear. I'm not that kind of drama person. I mean, I still am enjoying doing this, but I think there's something with the regularity of it, or the intent to try to be as professional as possible about it, is just creating a weight without seeing an increase over time. I mean, we did way better in the first year, and then the second year is like not quite match that, and now it's like things are slowing it further. I'm watching some people with like YouTube accounts that grow by hundreds by the day, and we can't even get to 100. And it's just like, I'm not somebody who's going to play the social media game and sit there and promote, because and here's the reason why. It takes time to do things that are creative, and you can either do stuff that's just derivative and refactoring, or you can make stuff for that end, but that's about all you're going to be able to do. I mean, it takes a lot of work to create new intellectual property, to create something new, rather than just saying, I'm going to create a derivative of something that already exists. I have no choice but to throw my time behind that, because that's ultimately where it is. And it's unfortunately a much heavier, a much deeper foundation that needs to be laid. And there is just no monetary return when you're in those initial phases. So I was hoping that streaming might lend itself to help building that up, but as of right now, that has not been the case. So I don't know what I'm going to do about schedule, because already we've had Sunday and Friday be kind of random. So I don't know, maybe I'll drop it back down to a 3-night-a-week schedule. I'm not sure, because I mean, honestly, I've enjoyed all the games that we've played, and there's still so many to make progress on. But I don't know. I'm just going to leave that up in the air for the moment, but at least give advance warning that things might be a little bit more irregular than usual. So yeah, there's that. But on the upside though, I'm getting a lot of connections from shows. So thankfully, I've got all 3 of our remaining June shows on the books, and the next 2 are on our Linktree account. So we're going to have one this Saturday at a farmer's market. I believe that is Fraser, if not Clinton Township, Michigan. And then the following one will be in Mount Clemens, Michigan at, I think it's a bowling alley, if not just a bar and grill. But either way, they're going to do a comic and toy show. So that's exciting. I mean, you know, the cool thing is we're making a lot of connections, and there's a lot of people have shown up and purchased stuff, and it's greatly appreciated. Especially, again, nothing means more than to see somebody, you know, show interest in putting something you've worked, you know, 20 years on, and to take the risk to check that out. And that's, you know, that's what the Firewall Protocol Saga and the first book, Ascendant Chaos, is all about. That's been, you know, the most encouraging thing. But of course, there's still a lot of business and real world challenges that go into that. So it's going to be a play-by-play, because I know over the next 6 months I'm going to try to get the second book done, but I don't know what happens from there, because there's just so many factors, and it's been tough to do this detour of getting the first book revised, work on the audio, and then still trying to stay on that. So it's a lot, and I think the pressure of trying to stay sane is taxing. So, but anyway, let me get that soggy blanket off the plate, and let's get going on some Resident Evil here. Hopefully it's something a little bit more lighthearted, despite being a suspense survival horror game, you know. But we're on episode 11, which I called More Fwoosh, because that's the sound effect we get out of this so-called rocket launcher that we unlocked a couple episodes ago. And we're going to try to continue Chris's playthrough. And yeah, I won't get a costume out of that, but I don't care about playing as Chris Redfield quite so much. I guess one other minor but more relevant to this pop culture thing is they said Resident Evil 9 will be playable both in first-person and third-person mode. I guess I'm kind of indifferent, I mean, because I've only played this in 5. And, you know, I don't know that any of them have bothered coming back to this. I don't even know, you can't really even call this third-person. It's more isometric and fixed camera kind of thing. It's not even isometric the way those are built. So there is a distinct difference with doing it. And actually, somebody I talked to at a show just recently was saying that they are working on an HD remake. Well, actually not a remake, but a remaster, like they've done with 2, 3, and 4. And I'm like, I don't even want to see it at this point. I would rather them just preserve this, but I think they're going to overhaul this, and it's like, that completely changes everything, because there's so much to this original one, even though I know this is a remake of the 96 version. The experience is totally different. So if you go back to a third person or something similar. All right, so we hadn't made it into the mines and everything yet. Oh yeah, that's right. So apparently Chris isn't smart enough to mix chemicals. So we basically one-shotted the plant. And I think we're headed out of here now. Let me see if there's anything I got to drop off, considering Mr. Giant Utility Vest and Pockets can't carry more than 6 items. We don't need the crank yet, so we'll just leave the ribbons here. We got a health, grenade launcher, and a key. We don't need much else beyond that. Really haven't even been picking up health or anything. Of course, Chris has to use the old keys, since he doesn't have the lock-picking mechanism. Alright, so we're out of here. Do I want to pick up a blue? Probably not. We'll see if we get poisoned or not. To bust out the TV version. Tired of all these monkey fighting snakes on this Monday to Friday plane. This is Brad, still. We'll skip that. Alright, zombie dogs. Oh, there he is. Want some? Done. Done. Alright, so we don't have... Oh, yeah, this is what we have to do. I was going to say, the other one was there, but we don't have the battery yet. both dead? Think we got him. Oh, that one's not dead. As I blow my own feet up. Ooh, that one didn't get me. So that was about to. Ah, we made it. I killed half of them, but there's some fire-resistant snakes. Alright, so we don't need the crank until we get the battery and everything. Give me dags. No, we already torched the dags. See, but Barry doesn't fix the doorknob for Chris. And we got a grenade. We got health. Shotgun shells. Let's see if Rebecca fixed it. Wesker. Oh, fantastic. Wesker fixed the door for us. Okay. I'm not even gonna take the health. I'm leaving it there. We'll be back. We'll be back. Unfortunately, we'll have to get to the chopper with Brad. Here comes Hunters. Cue cutscene. Yep. Skip cutscene. Shoot Hunter. That's not cool, Dan. That's not cool. I just shoved a grenade in your mouth. Now are you dead? Okay. Alright, so the doorknob is fixed. We've got several rooms we've got to open. I guess we might as well go the one direction. Let's go here. Is that enough? You need more convincing? You need more convincing. Listen, Mario. So if we go down here, this puts us in the basement. Alright, leave that. Do this. Alright, let's move this first. Just realized Chris has a glove missing index and middle finger. Or is there some kind of clipping issue? Well, it's a good thing that's not made out of tinfoil. Alright, nope, don't go down the hole yet. Ooh, a dagger. The last book, Volume 1. Well, then it's clearly not the last book. Volume 2 would be the last book. Can't climb out of here. Well, if I don't press the switch, then I can't proceed. Yeah, here we go. Get some, spider. You too. Another one. Yep, there was. Blind fire around the hallway. Alright, which way was I supposed to go first here? Shotgun shells, don't care. Don't need those. We get them? How about you? Let's go play with electrical components while standing in water, shall we not? Alright, don't need the handgun ammo. Alright, don't really care too much. You know what? Oh, there's two of you guys. What are you thinking? Take the dagger. Oh, what is this? Old key, huh? Except that's going to cost me an inventory. I guess we'll go upstairs. See if we can go one-shot yawn. And where are you? Whoosh! You're dead. I think this is the way. That's Yawn's door that's blocked. Fwoosh! Nobody there. Sure showed that paint job. Alright, so really the only... Oh, there's no grenades? Did they get rid of the grenades because of having this? Or is there no grenades because it's Chris's playthrough? Interesting. So in other words, you can't play this without technically having the rocket launcher. I don't know how that... Oh, what do you want? So to fight Yawn, we gotta go up this way. Get up so I can rocket you again. Does this one... Oh, that one's gone. Okay. Alright, so we still got the room on the bottom. I'm trying to think if there's one more I'm forgetting. There's at least 3. Come on out, giant big bad snake. Oh no! Get fwooshed. Hey, why didn't you take the ladder? Boom! That's just dirty. It's just like too easy. One fwoosh to the snake. And I'm going to be out of inventory room after this. Oh, there is one other door. It's the room with the taxidermy and the jewels and the eyeballs. Get over there, Chris. Written word is dead. Not today, it's not. I read my 80 pages as proof. That is 700. We don't need no stinking herbs. Hey, we should take that fake key and see what happens. Okay, so I want to go downstairs. Actually, this might be the closest way if I unlock this one. That's what I wanted. So I can open this now. I'm not going to go in there yet. Got to drop some stuff. I guess I might as well drop the battery. This is in case I need the room. Once we get the other door unlocked, we can get rid of the key. I better save. That was like 20 minutes. Get another ribbon once we get down to the mines. Wesker, the doorknob fixer. Never would have saw that coming. Alright, so need to go up top first to get the jewels. Call itself checking in and says you get tension headaches when you get off caffeine. Also, no fun. Well, I mean, is it a tension headache then, or is it a withdrawal headache? I mean, is there a difference? Yeah, because I know you like do the coffee thing, right? All right, I'm gonna need both of these this time. So let's get this one started. No, not that's far enough, dummy. Great, now I can't even. Chris Redfield, everybody. Genius in action. Okay, so let's turn the lights off. Alright, Bird, which way are you facing here? Take the gem, Chris. What? Maybe I'll take both of these. You're not sure which one it is, but did go away after day. Yeah, and the thing is, I know it's been a long time. I don't know how many years it's been since I've, like, fully gone no caffeine indefinitely, so I know it does after a bit. But I have not been one to, test it. Alright, lock in place, stupid bird. Oh, there. Oh, there you go. He can't see it. Oh, he did push that thing too far. Chris, you're a dope. No speed bonus for you. It's a magic room. The furniture automatically goes back. Gotta go one direction this way. Maybe two. Alright, there. Stop. Take the dagger. Over here, birdie, birdie. Take it. There you go, Chris. Okay, so I can actually go get rid of one of these because we can go put in the tiger's eye, which we didn't do last couple of playthroughs. Wasn't too concerned about rescuing Chris. Boom! Any other takers? Oh, you want some too? How about that? The doctor has prescribed 30 doses of Fwoosh. Let's go in this little room here. Alright. Do not put the red one in there. As we discovered infinite snakes falling from the ceiling. So there is the disc 1 of 3. I have to rescue Rebecca. So I guess I could avoid going back to that save box, I think. If we go out maybe this way, go take care of the other... Actually, yeah, let's do this. Cut across the main entryway. The foyer. What do you want? You want some Fwoosh? Select a Fwoosh? Oh, the blue one. Do I need the blue one? No, I don't need the blue ones, because that's for shotgun shells. So this should be the last for the helmet key. No more need. Get rid of it. No blades, no bows. Leave your keys here. Alright, that's just information. Chris don't care about no information. I could pick up the... You know what, we'll still have an inventory spot. I'll get the saves on the way out of here. Or the ink ribbons. Provided that I don't forget. You want some Fwoosh? Alright, we're just here for the puzzle box. Alright, so I've at least found out the orientation of the symbol doesn't have to be correct. You just gotta have all the pieces lined up correctly. Nope, not you. Alright, so usually start with this one. Usually something with that. Try to get close to the edges here. So I'm gonna block anything else off. And I know the smaller one's in the middle. It's not that. It's... There we go, I think. That should be pretty easy to do that. And then that. Get in there. Yeah, now it's got a problem. Great. Come on, get in there. Oh, it just happened to settle. Oh, I still had it rotated. Who needs puzzles? Okay, so we still have to go in there anyway. But we don't... I think we don't really need Wesker's office before going into the mines and stuff. The Spencer family office. Not Wesker's office. Okay, so we still got 2 spots. I bet Rebecca wouldn't leave us abandoned in a dismal mine. Although she was not very good at keeping Richard from running into the shark tank. All right. Don't have reason to go back there. We have sufficiently cleared out this hallway. I think shouldn't be any more hunters in here. All right. Look at all this stuff they left us. I don't need all this. Okay, so I don't need the coins. I don't need this yet till we get into the facility. So put this away. Actually, we'll take that and let's grab the crank and the battery. And we will put the ribbons back. Now we can go through the broken doorknob. Courtesy of Albert J. Wesker. Actually, I have no idea what his middle initial is. Who are you going to call? Al Wesker. Alright, get rid of this key. And whoa.
Rebecca,
what?
Is she upstairs?
What was that all about? That's new. Hey, Chris, you smart enough to turn on a light switch? Alright, so we got the emblem. We need that. And we don't need the shells. No. Yes, let me put shotgun shells in my rocket launcher. Oh, there's one grenade. Alright, that was very ambiguous. Upstairs. But, like... upstairs would be this way. You have to reach a point where she gets captured and abducted somehow. But, like, what would the clues be? Is she freaking out because she saw a spider? Okay, so, I mean, this would be directly above, almost directly above that office. They didn't exactly go through here, or other than to get the dog whistle. Who's Rebecca? Oh, you must not have caught the previous episode. Rebecca Chambers is, one of the other... That's Rebecca. Uh-oh. Here, have a grenade in your mouth. Do I even need to shoot you? Apparently I do.
Rebecca,
Chris!
you okay?
I didn't mean to get you worried.
We can't stay here any longer. We have to get to the others and find a way out of here. You with me?
Yes.
Then I'll go ahead. Until then, Rebecca, you're on your own.
Peace out.
Stay cool and use your better judgment.
Yes.
Got it?
He just wants a
handle
hug from
myself.
Rebecca. Yeah,
luck.
probably. Whoa, dude, that thumbnail needs some serious work there, Chris. Yikes. He looks like he, you know, ran it across with a belt sander a few times after hitting it with a hammer. So I haven't quite figured this out because, I mean, granted, it's been so long since I've played through this. I'm using his BS AA costume, not his default one. Is she wearing her cowgirl costume because I picked the alternate? Because Barry had no alternate. I'm used to her default being the Stars one, which has, like, the chest armor and the pants and all that. But, yeah, I don't know what says... Yes, I'm going on a tactical mission, so I'm going to wear a cowgirl outfit. Not quite sure how that tracks. Okay, so we helped her out, left her on her own again. And wouldn't be an evening without a bot. Well, that's new. It's not Streamboo, it's Russian bots this time. Alright, now that we've been detoured to rescue Rebecca from a hunter. Yeah, I don't even know if I did all the extras the one time I played through with Chris. Alright, so now we should be able to get out of here. Yeah, Rebecca, come with me, but stay here or stay safe and make good decisions, but I'm leaving. Even if Chris doesn't sound like a jerk, he's at least not very... He's very... tone deaf. Like, maybe he's just not smart enough to realize he sounds like an idiot. I mean, this was kind of funny, you know, friends and I've made fun of his character for years, mostly because my first encounter was Resident Evil 5 Chris, who punches a boulder. I mean, that usually doesn't scream raging intellect. Alright, so we are headed down. Gotta go this way. Chris has a lot of practice speaking out of both sides of his mouth. Make a good politician, probably. Oh, you know what? No, I gotta go do the battery first, and then do the water. Yeah, Rebecca was very helpful in helping Richard not die until Richard was a genius and went into a shark tank, even though he wasn't fully recovered. So I'm not quite sure how that... These STARS members are not well trained. Are you kidding me? Dumb snake. Took you out last time. Why are you back? Alright, guess Chris has got to go munch on a blue plant. Chris clutching his side like a sissy. Alright, well, I know there's one over here. Got a detour. Chris got bit by a snake through all of his tactical body armor. Is there blue? No, there's no blue. It's a reflection. No splash damage from the rocket launcher? No. There isn't. Like, I'm firing point blank at snakes at my feet. Yeah, I'd say no splash damage. Yeah, but there's got to be a little bit, though, because I think the first time I used it, when I took somebody out with Jill, I think I got her killed, but couldn't say that with certainty, but I guess I could drop that thing off in the box here, since I'm right next to the box. Alright, let's put this in here. Don't need this yet. Yeah, the world's sissiest rocket launcher. No concussive force whatsoever. Unless maybe Chris is impervious. Maybe Jill, maybe there is splash damage, but only for Jill's case. Except, either way, you'd think she'd be the lighter weight, but I don't know. Chris is like, my side hurts. I ate some bad sushi. Yeah, he's probably going to hang out with Brad later. Go get some gas station sushi to celebrate. Okay. We have resolved the poisoning. Now we must resolve the elevator. There we go. Now we must turn off the water. After this, I would totally throw the crank in the pool. I don't ever have to do this again. So have I noticed Chris's benefits? He definitely doesn't use his tactic pockets. Yeah, that's what's so jarring. Why is the guy that's stronger able to carry less? Yeah, I definitely caught note of that. I'm like, so I don't know what else his, I mean, I don't know. Can he take more hits from a zombie? Because virtually everything about him makes him seem like a lesser useful character. The only thing that's different is story flavor, and that's about it. Because, you know, different story interactions with Rebecca versus Jill interacting with Barry. Chris is probably pilfering the place. He's like lining his pockets with gold bullion that he can find, so he can't be bothered with health and ammunition, med kits. Does he have a permanent lighter? Yes, he does. So I mean, basically, where Jill had the lockpick spot, he has the lighter. I mean, so they also did switch. Jill uses the battery packs, and he uses the grenades. So, I mean, it is, again, but that's more of a tactical choice thing more than a ability thing. So, I'm not sure what else to think beyond that. Okay, so do I want to save yet? I shouldn't need to save yet. I need to go deal with Goofball. Oh, no, this is... I do have to go the other way first. We'll go deal with that. Let's see if Chris reacts any better to the guy that gets shot while he's, like, staring at him. The thing is, the lighter is not that advantageous. There's only 2 spots where you... actually, only 1 spot I can think of. It's the candles in the room where you need the music. I mean, maybe if you count the candles you need in the billiard room, but... it's like such a waste. Jill at least needs the lockpicks like 3 or 4 times. Alright, I think this is the room here. There we go. Alright, let's see how this plays out.
Enrico,
Alfonso.
Don't
Oh, it's Enrico.
come any closer, Chris.
Or I'll kill you.
What happened?
Double crosser.
Enrico, wait. Enrico!
See, he's as dumb as Jill.
Rel.
Enrico! Double crosser.
You get shot from behind, and you run toward the victim instead of running toward, you know, at least figuring out who the shooter is. Not quality trained. Alright, let's take this. Killed him with just one shot. Yeah, it looked like he was 1 foot in the grave already. Come on, Chris. Pick up the item on the floor. Chris is like, wait, he's holding something. You check his wallet. He can take his money. That's why Chris has no pockets left. Chris Redfield, the looter shooter. Oh, what do you want? Does that talk about splash damage? Point blank. I'm good. Alright, so I don't need the other item here yet. It's a waste of inventory space. Well, it's cool. At least the cutscene was mildly different. That he, like, gets up and points his gun at Chris. He didn't do that with Jill. Peekaboo. Peekaboo 2. Fwoosh in the mines. Okay, now we go this way. Now we act indecisively. Okay, don't need this one. Actually, we are permanently done with this one. And other than me using the health here, you know what? I might as well... No. Actually, let me just eat this one. Crunch, crunch, crunch. Alright, I'm gonna grab the ribbons. Use the ribbons. Alright, so still got one more save here. Before overwriting stuff I don't want to overwrite. Okay, put the ribbons away. There we go. Alright, Chris, you know how to work a crank? See, if anything, if they were stronger, maybe it would take less of a cutscene to do it, but I guess not. Hey, I'm looking forward to shooting a rather large spider in the face with a grenade or the rocket launcher, though. That should hopefully be a little satisfying. Wait a minute. Does he seriously get to use the flamethrower? What? What? Oh, it's a boulder. Whoa, he like got some air. It's amazing you can run that fast packing all the gold bullion. Okay, so run past the boulder. Shotgun shells, don't care about that. Find the area that the boulder opened, which is this way. I mean, you only see the flamethrower, like when Barry... Oh, you're here already. Yeah, guess what? Chicken butt. Oh, that was too easy. You know what? I got something for you, too. Oh, maybe. Why don't you come down here? Come on down here. Oh, you had to poison me, dummy. Now, what I'd like to do is not have to pick up... Ooh, that worked. There we go. I'm gonna rock the webs. I don't need a knife. Not but I'm poison, of course. Alright, I think this is just... Oh, there we go. I want a blue. No, I don't want your stupid map. So can I just hang on to the flamethrower and not have to do all the run around that Jill has to do? Oh, I see. Okay. No. I'm confused now. I can't go in there. I don't have a use option. That's... See, I can't put it on the cradle to open that door, if that's what even the intent is. Can't combine it with anything. An anti-personnel weapon. I don't know, it's more like an anti-spider weapon. Okay, so yeah, I mean, normally you'd have a use option like you do that, and there's no use option. And I don't want to waste anything on it. Do I have to get the broken flamethrower? Now I'm a little bit more on the confused side. Maybe I didn't need to go in there to get the switch. I guess we'll find out. Now, what do you want? Like, can I... No, that's not the right way, Chris. Come on. Which direction is it? See, it doesn't give me a use. I can take it, but I can't put it back. Oh, never mind. You gotta have it active and then... That's goofy. Alright. Oh, here's where these camera angles are jank. That's not the door I want. That's not the way I want. This is the way I want. Chris getting a wee bit lost in a circular room. Alright. Now I know what to do. Of course, I'd have to take it with me to go back the other way. Run forward, Chris. And splat. Chris didn't run forward. Med kit, yeah, might as well. Now, if I can avoid getting poisoned again. Alright, crank. Do that. Oh, no, no, no. I did that wrong. No, you go back the other way. See, Chris, so smart, he doesn't even know what he's doing. Now Chris wants to play on the sit and spin. No. Do I have to spell it all out for you, Chris? You almost did it again. I guess I don't know if this would make it any faster to not have to push it from 2 different angles, but we'll see. I gotta push the thing away. Come on, Chris. Figure it out. There we go. Far enough over? Nope. Yeah, cool. A roll of duct tape. All right. Get out of here. I question if the whole flamethrower thing is another forced inventory spot to make sure you have room to pick something up if you go to a little trouble. Is there anything, Call the Stealth is asking, is there anything else to unlock besides the rocket launcher? Not other than costumes at this point, so 5 hours was the Samurai Edge pistol, 3 hours is the rocket launcher, consecutive playthroughs with each character. And, oh, I take that back, though. I think there's a mode that you can unlock, I think. I don't know if it's for going through twice or the speed run, because I think it's already available. They called it the prototype mode, where basically none of the item boxes are connected, and there's 2 features. I mean, it sounds like it's pretty challenging, but the item boxes aren't connected, and there was one other element to it. Oh, there's no auto aim. Yeah, I don't really feel like I'd want to play this without auto aim. I am not that dedicated. So it looks like we can't take this with us, then. It was mostly here just for the spider's use, or fighting the spider, or... really, the spider's the only thing you can even use it for. You can't even use it for at least a cover. Alright, so I'm not really in the mood to save just yet. Let's go get this started. Alright, should be a cakewalk now we've whooshed all the hunters. Chris is a genius. It's a first-person mode, you know, when you're lagging out, he's just, like, running into the door. Alright, go grab the part. Right there, Chris. Yes, I do believe I will take the item. And combine. Question is... No! I didn't write it down. Meant to hit... Take the item. Take the shaft, yes. Alright. 4, 2, 3, 1. 4, 2, 3, 1. Alright. Can, Rebecca leave us down here? Is Chris got to explore on his own? And normally Barry would have showed up. Yep, no Barry. No Wesker either. You know, after Wesker was so kind to change the doorknob for us. Alright, so... Nope, not that way. That way. That way. The immortal Lisa Trevor versus Infinite Rocket Launcher. Okay. There she is. Let's go this way. I think this way first. Alright. For some reason it got a little testy with me last time of it not being centered. Let's try that. There we go. Can I kill Lisa with a launcher? I don't know. I've not tried yet. I don't think so. Let's activate it just to find out. Usually an immortal object is an immortal object. Undeclared number of HP. So I don't need this. Oh, here we go. Let's find out. Nah, nope. I doubt it. She'll be back. I doubt she's dead. Okay, so we need the switch there for when we have the broken flamethrower. If anything, at least it's a more helpful pause. I mean, the revolver probably would have done the trick too, but obviously I didn't pick that up. Alright, over here. Item box. Well, Chris is good at breaking stuff. This ought to be easy for him. Crunch. Is it unbroken? Chris is like the kid who keeps touching the stove. There's no need to keep playing with it, Chris. Oh, it's still broken. Never mind. Good job, Chris. You broke it. Time to visit Lisa's house in the mines. Alright. Up we go. Gotta hit the switch. Here. Some of these here. Alright, and let's go this way this time. There we go. That's what threw me off. That one says use. Yeah, if you kill her, that'd probably mess the story up later when you're gonna face her. Alright, get out of the creepy room, Chris. Okay, I need that box. And I don't think there's anything there. Don't need the health, so I should be able to just go this way. That is the health, wrong way. There we go. That's kind of funny how he's like, got that in one hand while he's still climbing. Yeah, your hand would not be strong enough to hold that and climb the ladder. Or your hand wouldn't be big enough unless you're a gorilla, but then, you know, it is Chris Redfield. Kind of functions like one. Alright, do I need to drop anything off? Not really. Yeah, family photo. Group hug. So I need... You know, I can put this back. I think we're finally done with this. Let's grab this. We fight her next. I'll need these anyway, so I might as well grab these now, even though there's... You know what, I'll save right before that. Alright. There goes Chris walking into walls again. I think I just went the wrong way. There goes Chris, directionally challenged. Oh, wow, I didn't know you could come back. Hey, Steve had a version 2. Gone. You know what? Just because you're here, gone. Need more fwooshing action. A veritable fortress here with all the shotgun shells we're leaving lying around. Alright, we'll take that. Ain't nobody going back in there. Okay, easiest way out of here. Probably not. Well, kind of. Oh, that's right. He needs the old key. It can't. Yeah, it's definitely not faster for him. This would be the next fastest way. There we go. Stuck on the camera. Come on. I mean, I still wouldn't want to go back to tank controls, but I'm just saying. It's still a little wonky. Alright. Like that. There we go again. Unclick. Yeah, clearly it didn't kill her. Okay, typewriter. And metals. And ink ribbon. Here's a singular one. 1 o'clock here, man. Yeah, correct. No, okay, let's overwrite that one. Congratulations, you have saved in the stairway. That's where everybody keeps their typewriters these days. If they have a typewriter. Alright, how's this going to go down? Does Chris face off or does Wesker show up? Survey says... Oh, it is Wesker.
Mess up. Chris, take a piece of the action.
You mean like this? Or how about I just do this? So apparently they still have somebody there to help facilitate the stone moving process rather than having to kill her directly. Congratulations, you got your prize.
I'll investigate this area a little further.
Okay, we haven't seen you the entire game, but sure, I trust you. Walk through the door, Chris. Yeah, you don't have the whole gun debacle with those two like you do Barry and Jill. Okay, I think this was the Eagle, right? Yep. Not expecting any variation there. I don't remember that one. All right, down we go. All right. Oh, there's ink ribbons there too. Okay, so we're done with those. Might as well pick this up. If only I had an ink ribbon, huh? Too bad I can't see the one that's right under my nose. All right, anything else I need to take? I could probably grab that disc, get that out of inventory now, since we'll run across that. Guess we'll save. We got the ribbons. The Redfield ribbons. Yo, zombies. Whoosh time. Bye. And you. And you. Oh, he just like, nah, just kidding. He's got an invincible shoulder. Or the lack of splash damage. Okay, so I don't need the magnum rounds. If anything, maybe they put a flash grenade in here instead of the battery pack. Ah, would you look at that? And then we go pretend that we're hacksaws. If they haven't changed things, let's find out. Looks like they're the same. Permission granted. Unlocked. Alright, where was... Okay, so where was the other card reader at? One's in the area we got crawled through the tubes. One's in the area with the fuel. I guess I can... I'll try to do this without having to unload the disc first. I'm gonna go back upstairs. Oh, got a gravedigger. Here he comes. Oh, that was just my pants. Never mind. Chris was wearing a set of corduroy jeans. Alright, now let's see if this is different. 8, 4, 6, 2. Bingo. Alright. We don't need the health. We don't need the shotgun shells. Just need the key. This, other than watching Kenneth's home video of getting munched on by zombies, this room has no other relevance for us. Is one of the other discs in here, though? Yeah, see, that's where there's the other disc right there. Okay. Shoot, where's the third disc, though? That's the thing. I think they're both down here. I'm just trying to remember where they're at. Door, please. There's the door. Yeah, he's got... It makes extra noise when he's going down the stairs. It's got, like, soggy boots or something. Okay, so let me try this... Oh, hi. There's no door there. That's a vent. Okay. This is the one that's rusted shut, is it? Oh, not the bugs. Okay, so I gotta go this way. There's the ammo that I don't need. I don't know how Chris fit through that vent, just saying. Can't go that way. What do you want? Get up there, Chris. I totally want to climb an event that had that pop out of it. That's not the right way. There we go. There's the terminal. Seems to have unlocked something. Good thing I had a camera show me what it unlocked. Look at all these grenades. Let me throw all these at Tyrant all at the same time. Okay, now that that one is done, I'll go back in there. Let me go deal with this stuff. If there's anything to deal with, I may just need to get the canister. I don't need that. Don't need that. There's nothing else in here. No, I don't want the X-ray. Okay, nothing else in here. Here. Got cleared out before the fuel anyway. Alright, so I don't need that. I don't need the revolver rounds. Ooh, receipts. Alright, here's another one of the disc things. Gotta find the third disc and the third terminal. Or would that be the second disc in the second terminal? Okay, let's see the other disc. I think the other terminal's back by the reactor. Where haven't I gone yet? What do you want? Okay, so there's rid of that key. Ah, this there. That's where we gotta go, I think. Or is that the one we were? Maybe that was rusted from the other side. No, elevator. Don't want that. Oh, hi. Here, I have a grenade. I got 5. Ish. Seriously, is that all it does? I guess there's a 2-part action there. Where's the other disc? There's the health spray, I guess. Alright, where's the other disc at? See, I don't think there was much else over here. Alright, bug You're gonna die. Oh, really? Nope, you missed. Oh, definitely missed. I didn't miss that time. Two out of three. So, there it is. Okay, so there's the other box. Now I can find the other disc. Oh, flash grenade. Meh. Yeah, I got 4. So, terminal for restarting that, but I missed. Where was the other disc? What are you doing? I did say 2 out of 3, didn't I? Well, I guess I'll grab the capsule. Coast should be clear at this point. It's not working because there's no fuel. Duh. Oh, you know what? Can I go this way? Nope. Okay. Wrong way. How'd you mess that up, Chris? Oh, I missed the disc in the hallway. That's what I'm missing. Let me go grab that now before I do the fuel. So I grabbed the one inside the locked room and the one outside the locked room. Genius. Oh, now he's there, so it is one of these shuffle guys. This one. This is the one I left sitting out there. You want some too? Need some fuel for the elevator. Which I totally keep in my medical lab. Alright, see if Chris is smart enough to not screw this up. Of course, I did not save. Probably would have been a wise idea to save before doing this, but... Good thing we got an analog control stick. No, don't run, Chris. Come on now. As much as you like to run from your problems. Nope, wrong way. Nah, wrong way and running. Alright, there we go. Ding. Alright, now... this room... We'll put the disc in there. Okay, so even though it's unlocked, though, we'll be able to let her out to the self-destruct sequence, likely the same situation with a Jill playthrough. Okay. Let's go scold Rebecca for making bad decisions. And then I'll save before we go up the elevator. If I get the livers to work, make me pull every lever. Lever pulling competition between Chris Redfield and Ryu Hayabusa. Oh, it is Jill.
Chris?
Jill.
Chris? Wesker's the...
I know.
Why? Because he read something?
I can't open it. Just wait, I'll be back.
Okay.
Oh, I thought it was Rebecca the whole time. Shows how much I remember. Well, at least that part is 100% parallel. I mean, and that's the variable factor in the ending. I mean, the only, well, I don't know if there's, if you, in Barry's case, I think you can not rescue Barry because you would actually, like, let him die from fighting Lisa. Rebecca's, I'm guessing, from a parallel standpoint, would probably be if she dies to the hunter if you don't go rescue her. Speculating, of course, without testing it. Alright, so that's taken care of. No, good job, dummy. Do I have to go still turn the elevator on? Alright, grab an ink ribbon. Return the ink ribbon. I'm guessing I gotta turn the power on. I guess I'll check first. Nothing happens. Yeah. Okay. Chris needs to go bang on the generator with a stick. You're the one I didn't get, huh? Okay, no, I don't want the self-destruct sequence yet. There it is. Alright. Gotta admit, hitting them with a rocket launcher is pretty satisfying. Alright. If Tyrant gets a cheap shot in, I'll just have to remember I gotta repower the elevator. I'm not gonna resave just yet. Inventory, 1 health. Chris doesn't need that. Is Rebecca gonna show up?
Chris!
Oh, she does, huh?
Rebecca!
This is a terrible decision.
In a garden. I finally caught up.
Well, I'm glad you're okay. No more following. Just stay with me, kid.
That's my plan, sir.
Totally not dressed for the occasion. We're about to fight monsters. Again. Okay, so she is 100% the Barry parallel then. Just different cutscenes. Alright, we don't need shotgun shells. Oh, look who it is.
Wesker.
So you've come. Chris, you make me proud. But of course you are one of my men.
Thanks. Since when, Wesker?
I'm afraid I don't know what you're talking about.
Since when have they been slipping you a paycheck?
I think you're a bit confused. I've always been with Umbrella. And stars were Umbrella's. No, rather, my little piggies. The Tyrant virus leaked, polluting this whole place, and unfortunately, I had to give up my lovely members of Stars.
You killed them with your own dirty hands! You son of a bitch!
No.
Oh yes, dear. Just like this.
Rebecca!
Don't move!
You...
I don't think you want to die just yet. I have something that's of some interest to you.
No, actually, I don't want one. You can keep it, thanks. Yeah, somehow I don't think that one mingling in society is going to go over so well.
The ultimate life form. Tyrant.
Except it's not you, so why would you want to recreate it?
Wesker, you've become senile.
Chris, you'll never understand. It's magnificent.
Schwink. Guess what? I got a rocket launcher.
Come on, you test tube freak.
That's the end of that. Where'd you get shot?
Rebecca!
Chris.
It's a good thing you were wearing your bulletproof vest. There's nothing left for us to do here.
Underneath that,
Let's get
Okay.
Sure. Okay, I gotta unlock the room. Or at least activate that. Exit, and self-destruct sequence will start up. Or maybe it's not going to start up.
Chris?
What is it?
I found a file in the lab. Apparently, there's still a lot of Tyrant virus here. We should blow this whole place up.
Right. The show must go on. I'll leave that up to you, Rebecca.
I'm on it. I'll start the self-destruct system I found a little while ago.
It's not like we're out of this yet. I'll see you on the outside.
Outside.
Okay, so now go get Jill.
Self-destruct system has been activated. All personnel must evacuate immediately. Deactivating and releasing all locks.
Like, that can't be good. Boom. Boom to you too. Oh, that went over your head. Got you that time.
Self-destruct system has been activated. All personnel must evacuate immediately. Deactivating and releasing all locks. The self-destruct system has been activated. All personnel must evacuate immediately. Deactivating
And she's gone.
All personnel must evacuate.
Jill,
Jill should have had the
sorry I
lockpick.
made you wait.
I knew you'd come.
Let's get out of here.
Self-destruct system has been activated.
Such a tear-jerking reunion. She's checking all corners. Meanwhile, she gets left behind.
Self-destruct system has been activated. All personnel must evacuate immediately. Deactivating
Let's get going!
all locks.
Why is Chris the one straggling there?
The self-destruct system has been activated.
Is that so you can run around and do some exploring before setting off the final countdown?
And releasing all locks.
It's like, why do you need to have all locks released? Or why can't you just do it if without the discs if it's going to release all of them anyway?
The self-destruct system has been activated. All personnel must
Burn all zombies.
deactivating and releasing all locks.
I don't need to save. Yeah. Hey, let me type a memo while I'm here in this burning building that's about to go up in flames.
Personnel must evacuate immediately.
Hi. What's up?
Deactivating and releasing all locks.
She doesn't have anything to say. We'll just hope Rebecca made it out too.
Self-destruct system has been
Alright, we don't need any of that. You know what? We'll take the health just because.
deactivating and releasing all locks.
This is Brad.
Brad.
This is your last chance. If there's anyone alive, give me a sign. I repeat, this is your last chance.
Deactivating and releasing all locks.
I guess we'll take this if we have to.
Self-destruct system has been activated. All personnel must evacuate immediately. Deactivating and releasing all locks.
No kidding. Put it in there.
Self-destruct system has been activated. All personnel must evacuate immediately. 3 minutes to detonate.
Oh, there she is.
The self-destruct system's activated.
Good work. Brad's up in the
You
helicopter.
don't say. Is that what that
flames are
sound going
coming.
off in my ears for the last 5
I'll
minutes
take
is?
care of them.
But,
Chris, you just get in contact with Brad somehow.
okay.
Chris, big manly man, let the women do the fighting. Brilliant. I'm scared. You go check it out. I guess we'll pick up this silly thing. Too bad I can't shoot Tyrant with the signal rockets. Just like kick it over and fire him at him. It's popped in the face. That's a bit weak for the 4th of July.
Chris!
You okay?
Yeah.
Nah, well, we were. Not anymore. Oh, Jill's down. Quick, Chris, do something. I don't even have to pick up the force shot. I can just hit him with this one. Oh, that's interesting. Of course, it didn't let you do that before Jill got smacked across the face. Hopefully this is the right off into the sunset ending. So Rebecca's alive, Jill's alive. I don't know how many different variations there were per character. Gotta be at least 2 or 3, because you could technically have, I think, Jill but not Rebecca, Rebecca but not Jill. And same for Jill to have Chris and Barry, or Chris or Barry. Or not, I'll probably neither. Might be a way to do neither. Rebecca doesn't prattle about her family like Barry does. Alright, so not inclined to go through the low-res credits. Let's skip that.
Chris, you did a fine job.
Wow. So even with having the rocket launcher, that still took me 3.5. So 30 minutes over. So I'm trying to think where the slow spots were. I mean, I ran around extra trying to get the discs, but that maybe would account for what, maybe 5 minutes. I wasn't, at least on this run with the mine area, or at least the yawn area and all that, I wasn't very inefficient. Had a couple minutes of that running back and forth with a flamethrower, but again, that's maybe another 5 minutes. So probably a lot of the downtime was probably a mess up from the prior episode, either with trying the locks, the light, you know, and all that from the lab, only to find out we couldn't create the V-jolt for the plant. So yeah, I'd have to tinker with that. And also, he doesn't have the same maneuverability with having to use those old keys, whereas Jill has the lock picks. So, all right, there's a complete Chris playthrough. We'd have his one costume. I guess the only other thing left to do if I go for 2 more, but I could probably set this on the shelf for a bit. We'll see how things are going next week. Because, yeah, other than unlocking a costume and then just doing different story outcomes, not a whole lot different left to do. Invisible enemies. Yeah, that sounds like a good time. So I guess there is more stuff to unlock. Great. Well, I don't think I'd be doing that without the rocket launcher, unless I really want to get frustrated. Okay, so you get his costume key. Zombie with grenades is wandering on. Oh my, okay. That's interesting. Alright, we'll save Chris's right there. And that was almost like 2-hour mark on the nose. I didn't tell you to send the data, stupid thing. All right. So that's what, 4 playthroughs? All right, that'll do it for tonight. Got some family stuff going tomorrow, so probably nothing happening for Friday. We got a show at the farmer's market Saturday, so nothing going on the weekend. Sunday, might get a chance to get some Steel Seed in, but that'll probably be the earliest, if not. Maybe back to Just Cause on Monday, so we shall see. But if I don't catch you in between, have a fantastic weekend. Also, thanks to Call of Stealth for hanging out, and for anybody who's been lurking or watching on the replay, we'll see you soon. Have a good one.